To the people who just finished orientation, welcome. I know you've been here before, but welcome. And to all of you, it's like a coming home, reunion. First, let me say that I was a bit scared to do this now because originally, because of the change in the schedule in November, I was not supposed to give Teisho this Sunday. But then Carmen and I were talking and she said, "Do you want to give Teisho?" And then, something here, need a kalabit. Yeah, do it. But I hadn't prepared. Usually, I prepare for the Teisho, I try to find out who the patriarch would be and have some historical data. But it hasn't really dawned on me to prepare for Teisho this soon. Anyway, I said, no, never mind. Because after all, a Teisho is not based on history or facts or details. Maybe this is something that this is extra information for those who just finished orientation. Because I suppose you have been told what a Teisho is about, no? But truly, a Teisho is just a presentation of the fact of how things really are. And this fact always manifests in so many ways, every moment. So yeah, you might say, oh, you researched so well. He can tell you when this guy died, who his Dharma successors were, how he got his enlightenment. But that is not the point of the Teisho. And that's not the point of our lives. Really. Okay, that said, of course the mind, this mind works, no? It tries to find out, what do you do? What do you tell them? So it went back to the last Teisho I gave you, which is, what is this? Remember that? What is this? And really, that's a very good way to start Teisho. What is this? It's the key being turned. What is this? So today's Teisho will be a little different. We'll not talk about any masters. I will refer to another koan because, as usual, the mind works. No? We try not to make our minds work, but it's a given, no? Because our minds have been designed with the source of all being to function, and it's really very hard to stop this function. It's inborn. Our minds are wired to function like a computer. With our practice, we try to suspend this logical functioning and let the real function come out. But still, like a computer, it works. So after a while, I tried to make a connection. Okay, Rollie, last time it's about Seppo. Guess what? Seppo had a very good student named Unmon. And this koan of Unmon, it seems to connect with that. All these connections and synapses, no? There's a term when two neurons interact, then there's a link, and then, oh, okay, there's a link. Then you connect things, and you have an insight. That's how the function of the brain works. But actually, it's all there already. The function has been made a long time ago. Anyway, it connected to another koan called Unmon's a Mistake in Speech. We'll got that later. But what is it really? What are we here for? Okay, let's backtrack a bit. I've been a bit, shall we say, recuperating. Because some of you know that September 15, after, that was a Sunday, after Zazenkai, Henry, Tony, and I had dinner at very small. And then, when walking towards the parking lot, I lost consciousness. And I fell. And when I woke up again, I was in the recovery room of Veterans Hospital. Anyway, I had myself transferred to St. Luke's because I have sort of history of falling, losing consciousness. No? So I went to see my neurologist there. And she said, okay, you had another seizure. So I was confined, and after a few days, I was discharged, CT scan and all that. I was given a clean bill of health. About 2 days after my discharge, well, first of all, during the time I was there, of course, the neurologist was seeing me, and also a cardiologist, because I also have some kind of condition called atrial fibrillation. I think, Bennett, you know what atrial fibrillation is, no? AFib. Bennett is a doctor. So, what's a doctor? Anyway, AFib, it's a irregular heartbeat. So, while I was confined, they're also monitoring my heart. Or so we thought. Anyway, when I got back home, then the first night I got back home, I woke up at 2 in the morning. And probably because of the practice, I was always watching myself. Our practice is about watching our breath, right? That's our primary practice. But after a while, the consciousness of watching becomes more, you say, heightened. And I could really feel my heartbeat. But this time, I would feel tug-tug. And then for about 5 seconds, there'd be no heartbeat. Then it'd come back. Tug-tug. Tug-tug. That is really what atrial fibrillation is, no? Irregular heartbeat. But it didn't seem to be this bad before. Because, 5 seconds without a beat, I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, he said, I'll just sleep it off. So I went back to the cardio, and then he took the medicines. But then it happened again. And again, after 2 tweaks of medicines, I came back to him, hey, Doc, what's happening here? Nothing seems to be working. So he changed it again. He said, okay, so what if it happens again? Well, just go to the ER. Not very reassuring, no? He told me, if it happens again, just go to the ER. I don't know, Bennett, would you say the same thing with the patient? I don't want to put you in a spot. No, don't worry. But to me, it was not very reassuring. So I decided to go back to my old cardiologist at the doctors. He asked me a few questions. In fact, even in his clinic, he had an ECG, the device. So he subjected me to an ECG. He ran a test. He gave me the strip, about 7 seconds of my heart. He said, okay. It seems to be what he calls sick sinus syndrome. So I said, what's that? Never mind. You better take another Holter test. Okay, a Holter test is they hook you up to this. Basically, it's ECG. It's portable. It's about the size of cell phone, and it's got electrodes that they attach to your body. On my last day at St. Luke's, they gave me this test for 24 hours. And then after 24 hours, I was discharged. And the cardiologist there at St. Luke's said, oh, your heart's okay, no problem. But then now, this my original cardiologist, okay, we'll have you do another test based on his own ECG. This is 24 hours of constant monitoring. So I did the test. I think I did it on a Saturday. Went back the next day and submitted the device. Then I said, okay, you'll have the results in 3 days. So after the 3 days, I went back to the heart center at the doctors. They haven't even finished the final analysis. No? And he said, Dr. Reyes still has to sign off on this. Dr. Reyes is my regional cardiologist. So I told them, never mind, give me the documents and then I'll have him sign it. Because we really have an appointment. He and I have an appointment. You know that the results were this thick. Why? Because the Holter test takes 7-second strips of your heart. That's for 24 hours. So, imagine, all these squiggles on pieces of paper. 7 seconds times 24. Ganun karami yung read out, no? But there's a summary and there's a conclusion. But kapal. So I brought it to Dr. Reyes and said, okay. Well, my hunch is right. You do have a 6-HANA syndrome. And the most appropriate way to address that is a pacemaker. So I told him, does that require open heart surgery? He said, no, in these days it's so simple. So voila, pacemaker it is. It was installed or implanted last Tuesday, so not even 1 week. This is really a Teisho, really. A Teisho is show it all, tell it all. The fact. This is, no kidding. Don't have any misgiving about Teisho. It's really the fact. Whether it's gruesome or happy or deadly. So it's implanted under the clavicle. There's still bandage. Hopefully by Wednesday they'll take it off. It's about this big. There's a lead going to the heart. And sometimes you feel the pacemaker telling the heart, hurry up. You're missing your beat. Yeah, it's like that, no? You can feel it. I could feel it when my heart skips a bit. It's a very gentle touch. That means it's working. So it's programmed to maintain minimum of 50 to 60 beats per minute. If it goes slower than that, then... Because what happened was when I was missing the heartbeat, 5 seconds, wala. I also have a pulse meter, the gizmo that became very famous during COVID, the pulse meter. And during those nights at home, I would test it and then I would look at the rate. Go as low as 35. That's bad. Should be at least 40, 35. So that's how things were. I still have that pulse meter. It now never goes below 60. So it's working. Anyway, why am I saying this? how does it relate to what is this? Well, very simply, it's all this. All of it. Our practice is this, that, the other, and whatever else is going to come, whatever else had happened before, and up the infinite, from the infinite past to the infinite future. That's what this is. This. Not only this, every single iota, atom, here, there, everywhere. That's what it is. And we're so lucky, we're so blessed to be able to get inside, outside, around this. Maybe I had to go to this roller coaster, no? But the other day it was coming to me, oh God, it's so clear, so beautiful. And you are also, all of us, are so lucky to be able to have the opportunity to get into this experience. It really is an experience. Yeah, for a while it was touchy, it was scary, but oh, wow. We really are truly so gifted. Okay, basically that's all I have to say, really. There's no stopping, no cutting. It just is. It's going on all the time. And at the same time, vast and void. At the same time. Okay, so basically talk about that koan. Sherpa, what is this? And then Skanto says, oh, if I told him the last word, then it all ties in perfectly. What is this? The first word, the last word. Now let's go back to what I've been saying before. Sherpa had a very good student named Unmon. In fact, Unmon outshone Sherpa because Unmon founded the Unmon School of Zen. Unmon School was one of the 5 great schools of Zen during the Tang Dynasty. And this other koan about Unmon comes to mind. It only came to mind while I was sitting earlier. Because even at that stage, I was still being freaked out by my insecurities. No? What am I going to tell the Sangha for my Teisho? I have to have something substantial to tell them. As if there's any substance at all. But that came to mind. No? And funny enough, this koan, Muangka number 39, I remember it so well because Sister Elaine, our original teacher, gave a Teisho on this koan on the occasion of, I'm sorry, it's going to hurt a bit, Carmen. But when Carmen's son Chipper died, we had Zazenkai, and she gave this Teisho on this koan, Muangka number 39. That's why I remember it so well. At that time, I was still struggling with my koans. And I could not really get a handle why she chose that koan. But now, it's so clear, so clear. So, with all apologies and due respect, I would like to read um, the case, the verse, and the commentary of Muan Khan, number 39. Even this grasping for this is it. Okay, Muan Khan, number 39. Unmon and stake in speech. A monk asked Unmon, the radiance serenely illuminates the whole vast universe. Before the monk could finish the first line, Unmon suddenly interrupted. Aren't those the words of Chusetsu Susai? The monk replied, yes, they are. Unmon said, you have slipped up in the words. Afterwards, Zen Master Shinshin brought up the matter and said, tell me, at what point did the monk slip? So the monk was quoting this famous line from another master, no? The radiance serenely illuminates the whole vast universe. The radiance. Of course, I think by now you know radiance is a very nice way of saying our true nature serenely illuminates the whole vast universe. Serenely illuminates the whole vast universe. And it's probably 5-sentence phrase, no? 5-sentence description. But before he could finish, Unmon, the great master, interrupted, aren't those the words of this guy, Chusetsu Susai? And the monk, of course, he was quoting, oh yes, those are his words. Then Unmon said, you have tripped up on the words, meaning you've made a mistake. Although he was quoting verbatim. Maybe he even had the words in front of him. The radiance serenely illuminates the whole vast universe. Are they your words? Are they the words of that guy? Yes. Stay. As Tumado Roshi would say, diba, Carmen? In Kenshokai would say that, if you make a fopo, really, X, you tripped up on the words, you made a mistake. Okay, why was someone saying that? The monk was quoting verbatim. He said, you made a mistake on the words. Why do you think he said that? If I tell you now, radiance serenely illuminates the whole vast universe. This whole vast universe, so radiant, so clear, so wonderful. Am I quoting Chusetsu Susai? Am I making a mistake? Is there any mistake to make? Suppose I tell you, okay, watch this. The radiance serenely illuminates. With the radiance still be illuminating the universe? There's still a contusion to my fall. And the way here, when we were talking, he also suffered the fall before. In this case, he didn't have any internal bleeding, but there was internal bleeding here. intracranial bleeding, I think it's a term, no? Is that still the radiance serenely illuminating the whole vast universe? We talk about the whole vast universe being embodied here, no? Serene. Serene. What about when, what about that? Can you say that that's serene? And does it illuminate this whole beautiful universe? This is what our practice asks us to penetrate minutely, really. And we are so fortunate that we have this opportunity to do this. We're so gifted, so gifted. If you ask me now, okay, what if you were alone and there was no Henry and Tony with you when you fell? Then what? You know what I would say now? Then what? So what? So what? Everything's all right. Everything's perfect the way it is. Serenely illuminating the whole vast universe. No more, no less. It's all right. Well, I'm going to quote some other master, no? I don't know if this point, yeah, I think I can say this, no? He said, this is Master Tozan. If I have to go to hell, I will go to hell. How's that quotation again, Henry? Tozan, going to hell.
Tosan.
Tosan.
Toksan.
Tosan. Tosan.
Tosan.
Diba, talking about his mother, ano? I forget the exact quotation, but I will go to hell rather than
Sleep off.
see, even the mind fails, huh? But there's such a story about Master Tozan. He would gladly go into hell. Maybe it's not time to go to hell. That's why we call it. Yeah, anyway, so what? That's the whole point. No? So what? In fact, this whole idea about hell, really, what is hell? Truly, truly, truly. Of course, by now we know that this whole fabrication of a place with flames and all that. I mean, we're not in the flesh. We die, this fall away, this fall away. So, who is going to feel? What's going to feed the flames? Even when we fall asleep, all our memories for a while go. We wake up, oh, I dreamt, but that's memory. What really happens when this turns off? What really happens? Is there anyone to say, that was painful, that was good? What remains? When this shuts off, what remains? Very important. So, everything really is all right. Really. Okay. So, this radiance serenely illuminates the whole vast universe. The perfect answer to what is this? Perfect answer. The perfect answer could also be ang sakit. Sakit. Or, nasa yung tibok. Darating ba yung tibok? Or, you just fall asleep. And most of all, it's so good to be with you again. What is it? What is it? What is it? Let's all be very grateful and practice together. Thank you very much.